Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another video of ChemSolve. Today we are going to start the last topic of the organic chemistry, and it is macromolecule. Again, macromolecule is a very important topic of the organic chemistry, and normally this is the topic which examiners include every year, both in GCSE O levels and in IGCSE. Organic chemistry portion mostly include macromolecule topic in it. So we need to understand it very well so that we can get very good marks in our theory paper. So let's start macromolecules. First of all, we need to understand the definition. What is macromolecule actually? The word macro means larger molecule. Macromolecules mean larger molecule. So they are basically a very large molecule which are made up of very small molecule. So in a very easy word, we can understand that macromolecules are basically the larger molecule and they are made up of the smaller molecules. Okay. Another term to describe macromolecules is the polymers. What are polymers? Polymers are again the macromolecule actually. They are actually the long chains of the macromolecule that are linked together by many small and repeated units. And these smaller units are called the monomers. So my dear student, in shorter word, in simple word, we can say that monomers are the smaller molecules and polymers are the larger molecules. And monomers or these small molecules, they join together and they make the macromolecules or the polymer. So let me write here. What are monomers? So monomers are the small molecule. The word mono means small or single, and word mers means part. So monomer means a single part, a smaller part, while polymer, that is even a larger molecule, it is also made up of two parts. The first part, poly mean many, and again mer mean unit. It means that monomers, they are the single parts and poly are the many parts. When many monomers join together, they form the polymers, and that's it. Now, what is polymerization? So the process of making the polymer is called polymerization. What are polymers? The larger molecule. They are made up of the smaller molecule. So in simpler word, we can say the process of joining the larger molecule. And what are these larger molecules? They are the polymers. With the help of the monomers is called polymerization. Okay, so polymerization is a process in which we join the smaller molecules, the monomers, with each other so that they can form the polymers. Okay, so let's understand how does this happen. I'm just going to take a very simple example. I'm going to take 3 green boxes and I'm going to take 3 red boxes. Okay, so in simpler word, I could say they are the monomers. Okay, I took 3 green and 3 red boxes. These are my monomers. Now what I will do, I will just join them, and this process is polymerization. So I will just join all of them. Let me draw it. I'm just gonna draw everything with each other. I'm a bit shorter of space here, but let me give you an example. So they are all joined together with the help of covalent bond, like this. Okay, so these are the covalent bonds, and this whole structure is now called the polymer. I hope you understand with the help of this small illustration that what I did, I just took these monomers and then I joined them together to form the polymer. And now they are not scattered, now they are not alone, but they have been joined together with each other with the help of single covalent bond. Okay, so what are the two types of polymerization that we mainly discuss? So let me give the heading here. Types of polymerization. Okay, so there are normally two types of the polymerization. And what are these two types? Number one and number two. Number one is called addition polymerization. That is our today's topic. And the next is condensation polymerization. Okay, so these are the types of the polymerization based on how a polymer is being formed. If a polymer is formed by the addition method, then it is called the addition polymerization. And if a polymer is formed by the condensation process, then it is known as the condensation polymerization. And what are addition polymerization and what are condensation polymerization? We will inshallah discuss it in detail in this lecture and in the coming lecture, inshallah. But there is another categorization. There is another type in which we can categorize the type of polymers. And what is this type? This is natural polymers, which are God made, which are nature made. So simply natural polymers, and the other are called the synthetic polymer, which are man-made. Okay, so what are these? I have listed here. You can read it. These are the simple polymers which are natural, and these are the polymers which are man-made. We call them synthetic polymers. Okay. Okay, now move towards our today's topic, that is addition polymerization. Already you must remember we have studied in alkenes while discussing the organic chemistry. In alkenes topic, we had studied a type of chemical reaction, addition reaction. I hope you will remember it. Addition reaction is a type of reaction in which unsaturated hydrocarbons, they are added together and their double bond is being converted into the single bond. Simply, we just add two or three unsaturated hydrocarbon with each other, or one unsaturated hydrocarbon and second thing maybe something else like bromine, hydrogen, hydrogen chloride, water. And what happens during this process? The double bond is being converted into the single bond. Same thing will happen here. So this type of polymerization occurs when unsaturated hydrocarbon, and unsaturated hydrocarbons are known as alkenes, the carbon-carbon double bond thing, join together without losing any molecules. They are just being added with each other. Nothing is being lost here. Nothing is being lost here. So any molecule, any atom will not be lost, will not be removed, and these polymers are known as the addition polymers. So let's understand it with the help of polyethene. I'm going to take the example of polyethene. This is an example to understand addition polymerization. Okay, so let me draw here certain ethene molecule. I will draw 4 ethene molecule here. This is my first ethene molecule. This is the second one. The third one. The fourth one. Okay, so I'm just gonna add them. Okay, for this reaction we need very high temperature and pressure along with the presence of catalyst. Okay, so what will happen? It's so simple. We will just remove this double bond. So this double bond will be removed. This is our point of unsaturation and we will just remove it. Okay, so what will happen? Again, I'm gonna draw the ethene molecules like this, which you can see on my screen. But this time, I will not draw the double bond between the carbon atoms. Instead, there would be a single covalent bond between these carbon atom and these are the continuous bond. Okay, let's understand the process again. What did I do? I just convert this double bond into the single bond. Can you see? The double bond is being converted into the single bond everywhere. And this plus sign between different monomers, it is being replaced with this covalent bond. These covalent bonds are being replaced with the help of this plus sign. So these small monomers, they are all monomers. They were the individual units. Now they are being converted into the polymer, into a bigger molecule, into a larger molecule, or in other words, we have converted the smaller unit into the polymers, into the macromolecules. And these continuous bonds, they represent that these monomers can further combine with any other monomer if that will be available. Okay, So I hope you must have understood this. Now, the next thing is deduce the structural formula of repeat unit, or I must write monomers from given polymers. Okay, this is a very important question in both P1 and P2, in both MCQs and theory exams. The examiner provides us with the polymer and asks us to deduce the monomer of that polymer. So it's very easy. We just have to understood 3 steps. So what would be the step 1? Step 1. So step 1, for the step 1, let me write a monomer, a polymer first. So I'm going to take an example. If you understood this, doesn't matter that how difficult polymer is being given to you, you can easily convert this polymer into a monomer. So the step 1 is identify the repeating unit. This is your step 1. What you have to do? You have to identify the repeating unit. Now look at the monomer carefully. This is CHH, then COCO, 3 then again CHH, he's being repeated. So I think this is the repeating unit, then this is again the same repeating unit, then the same repeating unit. So the circle which I have made, this is my repeating unit. So I can just identify it as my repeating unit. Okay? Identify the repeating unit. Now, what is the next step? That is my step 2. Excuse me for a second. Okay, so step 2. Step 2 is write this repeat unit. So my repeating unit was, let me write, this was H H O C O CH3H. So write it, and then comes my step 3. For step 3, we will put a double bond between the carbon atom of repeat unit. Okay. So my repeat unit is this. I will just put a double bond in between, and that's it. So there are 3 steps to deduce the monomers from the given polymer. And that is, step 1 is identify the repeating unit. So identify this repeating unit. I identify this repeating unit from this polymer. You will just look at your polymer carefully and you will see that what is repeating again and again. Okay. And this is the most crucial step for this question. If you identify the repeating unit clearly, then everything is easy. Rest of the things are very easy. We just have to write that repeating unit which you have identified in your polymer individually, and then you just have to put a double bond in between, and that's it. Okay, so the last topic is uses of the addition polymerization. These addition polymerization, they are of different type. Obviously, there are different types of the addition polymer available. I have listed here 5 different addition polymers: polyethylene, perspex, Teflon, polystyrene, and polyvinyl chloride. Okay. So I have given the repeating unit of these addition polymers as well. You don't need to remember or memorize these repeating unit. There wouldn't be such kind of question in the exam, inshallah. But you must keep in mind the properties and the uses. Let me correct here. It is basically properties and uses of these different addition polymers. For example, for polyethylene, it is easily molded. So this is the property. Okay. And due to this property, it is being used in making toys and the cling film and the plastic bags. Then the perspex, it is transparent and not as breakable as glass. So it is used to make the windscreen of the cars. Teflon, it is heat resistance and it is non-stick. It has a non-stick properties, so it is used to make the certain cooking pots. You know, we use them in our kitchen, the non-stick crockery. And then polystyrene, it is hard and brittle, so it is used to make the disposable container. And polyvinyl chloride, PVC, you know, it is used to make the certain pipes, raincoat, thin gloves, and the flooring mats. Okay, so you need to keep in mind the name and their properties and uses. It may be asked in P1 normally, but in P2 maybe as well with for the 1 marker. And that was everything about addition polymerization. I hope you have understood the topic. Thank you so much for watching. Allah Hafiz.